If you're thinking about moving to the Chicago suburbs in 2026, this video is for families who don't just want a bigger house, they want to avoid making a decision they'll regret living with. I work with families who are leaving the city, moving within the suburbs, or relocating from out of state. And the biggest mistakes I see almost never come down to the house itself. They come from choosing the wrong lifestyle, or underestimating daily routines, and relying too heavily on rankings and surface level research. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the things families actually need to think about before choosing where to live, in a way that you can apply whether you're working with me, another agent, or still in the research phase. So people often say, we want the suburbs, but that's not specific enough to make a good decision. There are actually 4 different types of suburban life, and knowing which one fits you most matters more than any ranking list. So the first type is quiet and residential. These areas are slower paced, very car dependent, and predictable. They work well if you value privacy, space, and calm routines. But they're a poor fit if you want walkability, energy, or flexibility. The second type is structured and family-centric. Life here revolves around schools, sports, schedules, and long calendars. This works well if you like planning and routines, but it becomes stressful if you don't want your entire week dictated by logistics. The third type is connected and walkable. These suburbs feel more like small cities. You trade space and price for convenience, social life, and proximity. They're great if you value connection, but they're frustrating if you want quiet and lower density. And the fourth type is hybrid or transitional. These ones sit kind of in the middle. They offer space with some access to amenities, but you need to be clear about which trade-offs you're accepting. The biggest mistake people make is choosing a suburb name instead of choosing the lifestyle they actually want to live every day. On paper, a commute looks like a number, but in real life, it changes how your entire day feels. To evaluate a commute properly, don't picture it on your easiest day. Picture it on your busiest days. School drop-off, after-school activities, grocery runs, and late work days. If the commute still feels manageable on those days, it's probably fine. If it only works when life is calm, it will become daily stress. This isn't about minutes, it's about energy, patience, and how rushed your life feels over time. That's why so many families love their house, but slowly resent their routine. People get mad when I say this, but if schools are the only reason you're choosing a suburb, you're probably setting yourself up for regret. Here's why. School rankings tell you how a district performs on paper. They don't tell you what daily life looks like for your family inside that district. High-ranking school districts often come with higher taxes, longer days, heavier schedules, and a lot more pressure on both kids and parents. That works really well for some families and completely overwhelms others. A slightly lower ranked district that fits your routine, commute, and pace of life can actually lead to a happier kid and a healthier family overall. The solution is to treat school rankings as one factor, not the decision. Alongside school quality, you need to evaluate taxes, commute length, daily schedules, and overall pace of life. Before choosing a district, ask this: can our family thrive inside the lifestyle this district requires? Not just academically, but day to day. If the answer isn't a clear yes, keep looking. I'm probably gonna get pushback for this, but Naperville is not automatically the best suburb for families. Naperville is a great fit for families who want structure. If you like organized schedules, strong school systems, clear expectations, and a community where academics and activities are a big focus, Naperville works really well. It's also a good fit if you're comfortable with higher taxes in exchange for infrastructure, consistency, and predictability in how things run. Where families usually struggle is when they move to Naperville for the reputation, but don't actually want the lifestyle. If you value flexibility, slower pacing, less pressure on schedules, or if you don't want most of your week dictated by logistics, Naperville can feel overwhelming fast. Naperville isn't good or bad, it's specific. And the mistake isn't choosing Naperville, the mistake is choosing it without understanding the trade-offs for what you're signing up for. That same logic applies to every suburb. So let your realtor know what type of lifestyle you're looking for, and they should be able to point you in the right direction. Out-of-state buyers usually don't realize this until it's too late. Relocating isn't about finding the right house. It's about choosing the right daily life without being there. If you have to relocate and can't spend months visiting suburbs, here's how to reduce the risk. First, stop researching suburbs and start mapping your non-negotiables. Write down your work schedules, kids' ages, tolerance for driving, need for walkability, and how important community connection is to you. Second, narrow suburbs by routine, not reputation. Instead of asking, is this a good suburb? Ask, how long does school drop-off take? What does a weekly evening look like? How far are groceries, activities, and friends? Third, evaluate suburbs at real-life hours, not listing hours. Look at traffic patterns, school start times, and activity schedules, because that's when life actually happens. Fourth, always shortlist more than one option. When relocating sight unseen, flexibility is protection. Don't emotionally commit to a single suburb before you've lived the routine. Relocation regret usually comes from choosing based on rankings and photos. Confidence comes from choosing based on how your days will actually run. Choosing where to live isn't about finding the best suburb on a list. It's about choosing an environment that supports how you actually live, work, and raise your family. If you're early in this process, the most helpful thing you can do is slow down and get clear on lifestyle before falling in love with a house or a name. The right decision isn't the flashiest one. It's the one that still feels right when life gets busy and routine sets in. If you want more information, send me a message at 630-864-6449 or send an email to chris@chrisgrano.com.